Not a bad day overall for Apple. Could have been worse, could have been better. Up around a buck 07 from yesterday's trading session. Opened the day at 208. Had that nice rip in the beginning of the trading session, that lull in the middle, and then closed and held that 9-day EMA into close going forward. Although we are trading currently below that right now. If we kind of go back to this weekly chart here, you get a bigger picture of what we're looking at. You have this upper trend line here in the yellow, this lower trend line in the white. The reason that we have this as a white now because this was breached a few weeks ago, and now this is being respected as our resistance going forward. So you can see that this green candle here is also outside this harsh trend line here that we have drawn here in the yellow from our weekly chart here as our major resistance. That has been breached as well. So you can see where this white line, where our candles trading, our white line, and then this trend line here, all of these have been breached, and it's all going to come down to this 215 area right here. So that is kind of what we're looking at here as we're working our way to earnings. Although 212 is going to be the key level, that's basically where your 9-day EMA is currently trading. 215 is going to be the major player in here, because if we can breach that heading into earnings, then it looks like everybody might be pricing things in. If we cannot breach that, then it might be pricing things in the opposite way, and you might get a little pullback here before you get that earnings call. So it's all going to come down to that 215 range in here, and this is too much consolidating right here for 2 days of trading in here on the week. So something's got to give. We either have to go up and bang our head up against this 215 first, or just rip through it. So 215 is going to be where it's all kind of come down to, right? As we head into our earnings. Earnings is coming up after market May 1st, right around an $8.53 expected move by this Friday. So visually, I'll show you what that looks like here on the daily chart. This is your gray area here, and you can see that basically this area is going to encompass that white trend line, that yellow trend line here, and this 9-day EMA currently on the daily as well. So all of these points matter, and currently we're trading in between them all right now. So we're basically kind of right smack dab in the middle. So this is your deviation of what people are pricing in for your expected move for earnings, and all these points in here matter. So we'll see what happens as we work our way into that earnings report on Thursday. But overall, on the daily chart, you do have a gap in here we have to fill to the 220s. So perhaps a little breach and hold of the 215s before Thursday, then a nice fill for the 220s, and we can work our way up to this 226 or this 200 SMA in here. Below where we're currently trading, or this 9-day EMA, which is currently at 205 on the daily, we're going to be looking at these points 196, 197, and then down here, this 188 level. Those are going to be our major supports in here. And really, kind of looking at this chart, it looks like it kind of got over exhausted just a little bit here within the past week or so on the daily. You can see the RSI is kind of high. So that is something to kind of keep in mind. So we might be kind of using this yellow trend line that was our previous resistance as a support as we work our way down. But remember, RSI doesn't really matter that much when we have an earnings catalyst, which we do in a few days here. So again, we'll zoom out one more time to our weekly chart just to give you a better idea of what we're looking at. Again, there's that 212 mark. Here's the 215s. You can see where everything kind of matches up in here. Here's your upper trend line that we see. We're going to respect that as a support. Here's your, I guess this is now our upper trend line, which used to be our lower trend line. So this white line here, we're going to see if we respect that as a resistance. This yellow line, see if we respect that as a support, and then see what happens in here for our expected moves after our earnings call here on Thursday after market. All right, guys, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.